Hello. Okay, so quick plat console RayVOD. I don't know if this will become an actual video or not, but we'll see. Um, and as a reminder, if you are not the Ray player, just like ping me or message me somewhere with VOD IDs for VODs or redeem them with the channel point redeem in Twitch chat. So, so let's skip ahead to a point. Okay. So right away, like you look at comps, try to figure out what you do, and they don't have a support. So this means like, you're probably gonna win. So this game goes to free, so that's not great. But like this still affects, like, you want to decide how you're gonna be playing, right? So what you can get out of their comp is like they have 0 sustain. But you got to be careful because even without a support, if they play to what their comp does well, like, it could still get close. So you got to think of like what them not having a support actually means. It means that, like I said, they don't have sustain. What does them not having sustain means? It means that a long fight for them is going to be very, very tricky. So guarantee, if you guys just live, like, you'll win. But it also means that they have a hard time recovering from aggression. So honestly, if I were you guys, I would look to push them very, very aggressively. Get some of their health out, because then that's really hard for them to get it back. Then look to play defensively and keep doing that. That's like ideally how you play it. From your POV, it means that you're gonna want to look to play super safe, but also poke a lot. So it's weird, right? So build. Went cool focus with alt charge, spring to action. This is fine. I like Magic in the Blood at 5, but that is up to you. And I think I've been running self-sustain instead of spring to action. I don't know card names yet. It's heal 60 HPS when you link someone. But that's, again, up to you. And you usually start Chronos, which I assume you will later. Okay. Wait, you linked to Leonara first, right? That's a little weird. I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, so you saw just kind of walking a point. Okay. I don't know if there's too much you could have done, but you definitely want to get out now. I mean, you just kind of stayed too long, right? I don't think it's more complicated than that. You had 2 people dead, they had 5. You leave. Be careful with linking to invis targets, so that you can't cancel it, I don't think. Anara commits Fido again. You're split from your DPS. Get a link to that. Oh, you decide to walk through mid. Okay, don't do that.
Get on the payload. Defend the payload. Enemy dub, look out!
So like right from that first mid fight, it's like, okay, they're diving on my DPS and my Anara is feeding my Nando. I don't think has really done too much. I don't think I've seen Xin do too much. So right away it's like, okay, I gotta pocket the Anara and I gotta help the Saudi versus dives. And you do that just by positioning near your Saudi and just making sure to like save your cooldowns for the Anara. Make sure you're looking at her. Some guillotine. Oh, he's yummy. Okay. Oh, it's crippling her. Yeah, so you either want to not peek that out as aggressively or pop envelop earlier. Like, you're being shot, right? Like, he missed like 4 shots on you. You should be dead right now because you're so far up. Like, that sort of rotation, you should have done that earlier. You're getting dove. Now you help your Saudi. Help your Saudi. Actually help your Saudi. Okay, so like healing the character that you're getting dove with is good.
Enemy dub, look out!
So like when you get dove, your position generally. You want to be within body blocking distance of each other, but you don't want to be like closer than that, right? You don't want the ruckus to be able to missile the both of you, so you want to be like just far enough to where you both don't get hit by missiles, but close enough to body block. Then you're in enough range to heal and do damage. So again, your entire team is dead. If this is like a higher ranked game, which I assume you're trying to get to, you're dead. You're dead, or you're forced to use all your ults, especially going farther. Holy, you are like, if this is a decent con, he's gonna ult you, and you're gonna stagger, and then your team's gonna stagger, or you're just gonna, yeah. I think I've seen you do that before in another bot too. You're just walking way too far up. Ooh, and you're dropping. I mean, you get why you died there, right? That's a nice image of Ray. Does he want to work? Okay, I didn't see what you all did say. But you won the fight, so I assume it was good. That being said, you ended up 1v1 in a con. Like, you are speedrunning deaths right now. You know? Chill. Warren backline. Stay up. Like, stay up again.
5, 4.
If your Zin's gonna feed, let him feed. Like, being this far up is bad. Minus 2. Minus 2 record, probably. But you've got to buy items again. Some for it.
5, 4.
Who are you linked to? Saudi? I mean, Saudi has all. Like, linked to your Zen, this envelop does nothing. Okay. Sure, heal the Zen though? Heal the Zen challenge? Don't stand on point and just die challenge? So like, I'm not saying like she loves that if you're with her, but I'm saying, yeah, like this is just chaos, dude. You're not playing with your backline. You're not like just straight up not healing people sometimes. Oh, sorry, you're not playing with your DPS. You're not healing people sometimes. You're staggering really hard. And you're staggering because you're going in when you don't have players up. I would have still linked to the zone. The extra healing is cool, but hey, you did the thing, so you should be dead. You went from like here at low HP to like, I'm safe now. Whoop, I'm gonna peek them again. And then, you know? Especially peeking that, oh my gosh. They know where you are now too, huh?
Enemy dub, look out!
Items. God, this is okay. That's good. I would have done it with envelop up and then ulted to get out if you need to.
Okay, real talk, I'm gonna stop that guy.
Good, yeah.
Alright, they getting hot, Alright.
Like you went for an aggressive play by yourself. Number one priority is just grouping up here. Just chill. There's no reason for you to be up this far. Don't look to that. She's an invis person with ult. Invis person who's fighting things. Yeah, and she has ult. That's words are heard, you know? You gonna go help her?
Somebody do something. Look out.
That's on you. That def is 100% on you. Well, not, it's like 90% on you. You should think of it being 100% on you because it's controllable by you. He's killed the out.
30 seconds left.
The Zen does. This is good. You can keep being aggressive here. You have numbers. Don't frontline. Yeah, it is kind of on you to push card here, right?
15 seconds.
It's like here you want to be poking. Even if they didn't have no support, you'd still want to be poking.
10, 9, 8.
It's just
7,
pressure, 3 picks.
6, 5, 4.
Link to your Nara
3,
for ult.
2.
That's interesting. I would ult him afterwards.
Now or never, boys.
Keep the pressure going, but okay, cool. You can spam Q and link to him. That's not necessary. Even if you die, even if you used everything. So at that point, you just take the L. You can't emote after that. Like, you just take the L, ruin your KD, and save your ult. They had one person, 2 people alive. It's not the worst ult in the world because like it's safe, but
Capture point spawns in 15 seconds.
okay.
5,
So we'll come back.
4,
Oh no,
3,
bad combination.
2, 1.
Even just how you did that. Okay, so like let's talk about like a few things, right? Basically just like how this entire way you were now with the Shaw, you rolled out like into here basically, which is very far in LOS, and the fact that you're rolling out here into a ruckus, and you're rolling out here by yourself. Much rather be here if she's in, or aggressive if you're in R. Because your Saudi being on point, you can't follow that Saudi. You're dead. Yep. So that's because of your positioning. Once you got into that position, you were screwed. So the solution there is don't be there.
Stop that guy.
Again, just play with people. Play with people, don't be so close.
Unstoppable. Somebody do something.
Mount out, yep. You can poke here. Actually, no, you know. I don't know how much you know about con alt. Okay. So, 2 things there. 1, you're wide peeking, and 2, you're not actually peeking correctly. So, like, if he's crippling R, right? You'll notice that like this and R only got 1 bounce. That's because there's no one else to bounce off of. The Saudi was around the corner. So like you literally want to like, assuming you don't wide peek and it's safe, you want to heal her and then peek. Like just keep peeking basically, so that the bounces can keep happening. Why are you here? You have. Tell me how much HP you have, and then tell me if you should be doing this or not.
Alright, they getting hot, Quit whining and get on the payload.
So like,
defend the payload.
What you need to do, if you want to like improve, instead of sending these VODs to me, this is stuff you can do. Like literally every death, like figure out why you died there, because you walked in with 300 HP. Don't do that, right? Like isolate, try to like, what VODs will do, right, is they'll point out like themes, right? So what you want to do is like go play the game and then like look for those themes, look to change them. Because I'm gonna like wrap this up and say like, okay, here you're like dying too much. Here's the reasons that you're dying, and then you're gonna like go play ranked. And then when you play ranked and when you die, you're gonna try to like identify why you died, and then you're gonna not do that again. You're gonna not do that thing that made you die again, and you're just gonna keep repeating that over and over until it becomes a habit. And then you start dying for other reasons. You get another VOD and you fix those reasons. So like, should you be this far up and this aggressive into the ruckus? No, no, you should not be. Like, are you dead if the shot keeps pushing? Yes. So.
Alright, they getting hot,
This is a good aggression. You were pushing on someone who's low, you had enough HP, you were with your team, that's good. In here, this is fun. Gonna tire as burn monster, go figure. Yes, I think your Saudi died close to you. You didn't notice. Give your Anara alt. Oh god that is fine, man. But like you just being in mid. If like you know, could you stop? Me, yeah, basically that. Like you're just so far up, man. You're getting bailed out by Ray being a character. Okay, shoot the Leon.
Alright, they're getting hot,
Let's see. So your team is up. So what you'd want to do instead of respawning to here, right, where you're in mid, you're vulnerable. The team could come from the right side. You want to play like here, behind your team. You have cover to work with. You still want to keep healing even if your team's slow because it gives you ult charge. Is this dangerous? Do you think this might be dangerous for you? You think that instead you might want to be playing like up here or something? You're not going to be able to envelop and probably die to Tyrant? No. Okay, I don't know where the Tyrant was looking. Wow, your Sadi died. If only there was like something that you could have done about that. And by something that you could have done about that, I mean play with your DPS.
Alright, they're getting hot,
Like, hey, cool, you're helping your Xin, and your Xin is dumpstering the Tyra. You can do that with your Sadi and the Ruckus.
30 seconds left.
Like Tiara and Ara. She did, yeah.
Alright, they getting hot.
Cool, keep doing it.
Okay, real talk, I'm gonna stop that guy. Enemy dub, look out! 15 seconds!
If you really want to get good at this, play characters that, like, don't have mobility. Like, I don't want to say Ying. Maybe Corvus. Like, if you play Corvus like this, you are going to feed. I was going to say Genos, but Genos kind of sucks right now. You'd be throwing your games. But, you know? Like, if you play Ying, you know?
10, 9.
Like, you should be able to keep your deaths low on any character without using, like, mobility.
8,
Just by good positioning.
7, 6.
Play
5,
Saris and Unbind F
4,
challenge. You
3,
should be able to live through a lot of
2,
things.
1.
They don't touch really cool. Your items are fine. If you're having trouble getting dove by this Ruckus, though, I definitely itemize against that. Your ult hasn't had too big of an impact yet.
15 seconds.
And, like, that's partially because, like, your ults haven't been the best, but, you know, Wrecker would be really good into those
5,
tanks.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Rolling out with your DPS, very cool. It's again, like, okay, this is what I mean, right? It's like, you basically took this exact same position last time and then died to a Ruckus. And you're doing it again. Like, what if the Ruckus was up top again? You're just dead instantly, right? And you're walking out of point. Like, you got punished for this and you're not changing it, right? So, like, my job is to point out these mistakes, and then your job is to stop making them. Yeah. So it's like, I don't even know what happened on the left side. Like, who knows, right? And yeah, your team has, like, free ults that they haven't used. But, like, that's not even, you shouldn't have been down there, you know? You die instantly if you're down there. You should be, like, up here. Like, here, let's just see, like, let's go back and watch this fight, right? Let's say you stay up here. Okay, cool, con ult. Back up, play slow. You'll be an R. See the Zen walk around. Ruckus is walking up. You link to that. Pop alt. You know? And, like, yes, maybe he dives on you. But then, like, you're shooting him. Maybe you have Wrecker. Maybe you have your Sadi. I don't know if your Sadi has Wrecker or not. Your Sadi has Wrecker, so you don't even need it that much, actually. And you're fighting this Ruckus together. You have Envelop. You have your ult. You're vibing. You probably kill the Ruckus. Probably kill the Ruckus. Or you could even, if you want to get spicy with it, you can back up this way and pop Envelop to jump up. And that's a little Ray-specific thing, right? Instead, you're, like, in mid, and your Sadi's dead. And, like, your Zen He just gets picked. I think it was a nice cripple by the Shaw. That's got to be what it was. And your Nando just is unaware. But, you know, like, there's stuff you could have done to prevent your DPS from dying, to prevent your team from dying. And, like, I'm sure that, like, if you had been in that position, you would have done it. Because, like, you've been sort of doing that. But it's like your positioning isn't allowing for you to do that. That's unlucky. You need touch.
Escort our fair lady whilst I pray.
Go for it.
Alright, they getting hot, they're getting hot.
Something shooting you. Oh, I didn't get wrecking noises. See how, like, dude, you have a Fernando. Like, of all things, a Fernando peeling for you? Okay, well, you could have ulted and then you live and the ruckus dies. You see how that works? Do that more. But, like, with the ult, you know? Yeah, so, like, what if you do get that ult off? I saved you an R, now we're only fighting a 2v4, you know? Oh my god, you actually get out. No, you don't get out, you don't get out. Okay, I'm about to say. You're gonna do it again? Good, you're gonna do it again? Stop.
Alright, they getting hot.
You're just walking into them, man.
Alright, they getting
Every
hot,
death.
they're getting hot.
What did you do wrong there?
Look out.
This death in like 2 seconds? No? Okay. That's kind of. I'm like, be careful about picking that. Holy heck. It's like there's a whole alt thing going on your left. You can maybe help with that. Little thing on Ray. You can actually. I don't know if you can make it on that side. You can envelop wall jump back up to high ground if you want to.
30 seconds left. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
You're starting this fight at 600 HP. Your positioning is bad.
3, 2, 1.
Is there a stat for damage taken? We can hold up. We give you damage taken stats. 1 second. You had 72,000 damage taken. That's insane. That's actually crazy. How long is that game? That's 21 minutes. Jeez, dude, that is. Yeah.
Overtime, now or never, boys.
Your Nando used ult for you, and you used ult for your Nando. Like, you see how, like, you're just here, and, like, if this Shaw was to be, like, he'd walk up, so, like, hey, there's a free support there. Because you're frontlining and not playing with your DPS. You're just way too far up, and now you guys loot weight. You guys lose this, right? You still playing.
Alright, they getting hot, they're getting hot.
I don't know how you held that, but it wasn't because of you. Wrecker 2 or morale here. Probably morale, honestly, but.
Capture point spawns in 15 seconds.
The fact that they've gotten it this far without a support is kind of crazy.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I mean, you're literally jumping towards 5 people. Like, you can't keep doing this, man. Like, then you forgot to buy items again.
Alright, they getting hot, they're getting hot.
And your team won that fight.
Not today. Spirits connected.
Oh my god. Is that a bot? It's not. Wait, is it a bot? Hold up. Because she was in spawn.
Alright, they getting hot, they're getting hot.
Is this is internet issues. Oh my god. This is literally a 4v4. Oh, that fight was literally a 4v4. Like, you see how this positioning is bad? And like you're gonna die here, and then after you die, you should be like, what caused me to die there? And then you should come to the conclusion, I was in mid, in front of my tanks. I should not do that again.
Enemy dub, look out! Alright, they're getting hot, they're getting hot.
Forgot to buy items, I'm gonna keep pointing it out. God, this ruckus is doing work, dude. Holy heck. You gonna help that? No? Okay. Where are you going? What are you doing? Group up with someone, help them. Like,
Alright, time now or never, boys.
sure. But like, why are you on point?
Enemy dub, look out!
Spirits connected.
Tyro was a bot. Dude, that is... I would be so mad if I was on the team. I'd be so mad. They capped every mid. No, they capped all but one? Yeah, because you guys pushed. They capped all but the first. Then they're Tyra DCs. After having those, I would be furious, dude. Okay. You fed. Like unironically, that was not great. So what you want to change is, first of all, again, after every def, think like guess basically, and you'll probably guess right. Guess what killed you. Like what actions did you take that killed you? Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Put it in general, just like positioning things. Play with people, and please play farther back. If the other team wants to run at you, it should be really, really difficult. So, yeah. That was good, so. Bye-bye.